And so we're off. Hello, everybody. This is Bruce coming at you. It's a beautiful day to be riding. I've been having I've been trying to find the right camera. I've gotten back some feedback from some viewers saying that the camera that I was using an old GoPro. They said it's too shaky for me to have a career on YouTube. So it's kind of something I knew, and I appreciate the feedback. Any feedback you all may have, I will greatly consider and appreciate. But it's a beautiful day. One of the first, couldn't say the first. We had a few weeks ago, we had a stint of nice weather. Then it got cold again and rainy. And during that time, I was switching out cameras, trying different cameras that I happen to have on hand. As with this one, I'm trying. This camera is a DJI, I should say. After the Sony, I tried using after the GoPro, I tried using a Sony that I had, and that was even shakier than the GoPro, even with image stabilization. I thought for sure that would work. And I was kind of disappointed because I really liked the quality of the images there, but that was more of a camera for vlogging, and I guess it needed more of a stationary tripod setup. So we'll see with this one, and hopefully this works. I noticed that there's a lot of wind noise that I hear from my helmet, so I don't know if that's being transmitted via the camera or into the camera. I hope it's not something that's a hindrance to you all hearing me. But I'm just going out for a short ride. Since I was last on YouTube, Lori and I went out, not this past weekend, but a couple weekends ago, and we were like 10 miles from home, and I got a flat tire. I'll see if I can include some of those images in so that you can kind of experience the predicament that we were in. We were in the middle of nowhere in Delaware, and I learned a cold hard lesson on bringing along the proper tools to take care of your tire when it goes flat on the road. Because what I had to do, luckily I wasn't by myself, we had two bikes. Lori felt more comfortable staying with the bikes, and I took her bicycle and went back home to get the car. And fortunately, we have stand-up walkies, and fortunately we could fold the bike up and fit it into the back seat of a Camry, a Toyota Camry. So that worked out pretty nicely. One thing that I've been noticing lately, I know it's springtime, I just saw two copulating birds. Two copulating birds on the sidewalk. The other day, Lori and I pulled up to my house, and both of us witnessed two wild rabbits copulating on my front porch. Why my front porch? Why couldn't they do it in the yard or whatever? Those are mysteries of science that may be never answered, only accepted. But anyway, back to my flat tire. Sorry for going off on a copulating tangent. 'Tis spring, and we're out here. It's starting to look beautiful. The trees are starting to bloom. I'm mainly going out on a quick ride to test out this DJI, because I really would like to continue with this YouTube thing, because I'm getting a lot of viewers that I really appreciate. I appreciate your coming along for the ride and seeing the beauty that I'm experiencing. So if you like these rides, hit subscribe, because I do planning to continue to do this. So hit subscribe, hit a like, and so that other viewers will know to look at it. And let's groove. Yeah, baby. All right. I noticed there's a number of other viewers checking out. Essentially, they do what I do. They have their own channels on rides anywhere across the country. So I thank you for viewing. I view yours. I wouldn't view yours and made a comment or two on them. So thank you for that. And let's continue this thing. I'm just going to go up here because I see some horses ahead. This is a farm that I frequently pass by. Look at those horses. I think they have riding lessons too. So this farm has been here for quite a while. Oh. What's this? Okay. Wow, this is a big parking lot. Okay, well they have I've been living in this area for over about 25 years, but whenever you ride your bicycle, you always get a wholly different perspective of things that are pretty fascinating. Hi. And I guess that's what makes these rides feel so exhilarating. A horse noticed me. Hey, horsey. Hey, horsies. One horse kind of gave me one of those. Maybe he was trying to say hello in horse. Excuse me for getting off point, but I'll go back to it. I was distracted by the copulating birds. Yeah, so I had a flat tire. And as I said, I'll put some of those inserts so you can see what we experienced. All right, so here's the situation. Flat tire. Going across the ramp, saw some glass, and I have some flat out in my tire, but that didn't help. So I had to have Lori stay with the bikes, and I went back home to get a car. I had it in PS3 the whole time. I was going like 24 miles an hour. Yep, it was mush, mush, mush all the way, because I had to come back to my baby, right? Oh, but all of a sudden I turned up a one-way street. I was in it. I couldn't turn back around. It was a dead end. No escape. Ah! So how are things here? Okay. Good.
Sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
See you later.
Oh, how you guys doing? Oh, good. Thank you. Nice, friendly people. I like when people are friendly. Hi, how are you? Good. So this is the suburbs of Baltimore. And say what you want to say about the city, and in some areas of the city it is rough. But people, for the most part, are pretty friendly. Hi. It's a beautiful day, and everybody else has the same idea that I have. I have a gig this afternoon, so I'm just taking a quick ride in the morning. Thank you. Just taking a quick ride here to see what I can see. Uh-oh. Hi. A lot of those guys are cycling purists, and they do not like e-bikes. I've gone on trails, you can see them turn up their noses like and he just came up this hill. I know how he felt, because when I used to ride a regular bicycle, this hill is a killer. And it can definitely make you have to reach down deep into your reservoirs to first get up the hill. Everybody ditches bikes. Oh, okay. He was back off in the woods doing who knows what. But about a month ago, there was another bike along here for a couple weeks. Hi. Oh, they had e-bikes. They had a High Boy. That's probably the first one that I looked at, a High Boy. But then I read the reviews, and the reviews didn't do too much for me. I decided to go with a walkie, This is a Walkie 86 Max ST step through, and I've been very, very satisfied with this bicycle. Been satisfied with the bicycle. I've been satisfied with the Facebook page. That if anyone is interested in the bicycle, go to the Facebook page. Great positive energy on the page. Everyone is helpful. If you have any issues that you need to, like changing tires and the brakes and things like that, so those are jets flying overhead. We're near the airport. You've seen that structure before. That's ahead. I guess e-bikes are starting to get pretty popular around this area, because I see particularly older people. I see a lot of motorists at stoplights turning to check out the walkie. I assume it's the walkie. Can't imagine it would be anything else. But these days, you never know. Anyway, I digress again. They're checking them out. You can see that everyone's looking. It's becoming kind of like a popular thing, which is great. Right now, the bicycle laws in Maryland are e-bike friendly. We follow the same rules, and there's the same rules and regulations for e-bikes as it is for regular bikes, which is a good thing, I believe. But I understand in current legislation, there may be even more e-bike friendly regulations coming up. So that's great. Some states are doing things to make things more difficult for e-bikes, and I'm glad that Maryland is not one of them. I always think this bridge is real cool. It's crossing over the roads that take you to BWI Airport. I've always been a little leery of riding on that road because the cars are going so fast, but it does have a pretty broad and adequate shoulder. So one of these days I may get up the nerve to get on that road, because that road is what takes you to the Thurgood Marshall BWI Airport. And airports always have a fascination. I've always been fascinated with airports. It's an international airport, so the people that are there are they're going anywhere in the world, and I think that's the fascination with it. I've got to keep my eye on the time, because, as I said, I have a gig. There's some clothes back up in there. Someone is homeless people that may be living up in here, unfortunately. I'm in an area of this trail that's in north Arundel County. So since this, as I said, this is an international airport, you have a lot of companies like McDonnell Douglas and Grumman, the FCC that's around the airport that employ thousands of people. So there's a lot of parking garages and very large parking lots in the area. It's supposed to get up to 74 degrees today, but it feels great now. It's about 60, 65, but getting warm. So wow, things are really busy. I wish you all could see the airplanes taking off. One of these days I'm gonna see if I can go to a vantage point so you can see all the planes taking off. They're like taking off every 5 minutes from each other. I took you to the park where the planes come in landing, and they're just one after the other. So it's interesting living near an airport. You don't even need a pair of binoculars to see the airplanes in a circling pattern going around and around the airport, just waiting their turn to land. Came out of nowhere. I keep my eye on the time. And I'm gonna circle back and go back pretty soon. And that's Northrop Grumman to the left of me. I'm just gonna go on this I've always liked this area of the trail. I remember when I told you I was on a thing called the elliptical, which is like an elliptical, but it's a stand-up bicycle. On instead of pedaling, you have those elliptical arms, and going up this incline, wearing my tail out. It was no joke. But I really like this bike because you can exert yourself just as much as you want to. I've never been down this road, so I'm just gonna go down here and see. Being that this is the airport, they also have a series of trains They don't have a subway yet that goes to the airport. But being that it's in the Washington, D.C. area, there's 3 airports. BWI here, then there's a national airport that's right next to Washington, D.C., and then you have Dulles Airport. So they don't have a subway to connect the two. I believe they do have subways in the National and Dulles Airport. But here they just have a MARC train that will take people to the city, Washington, D.C., or Baltimore, I believe. Let's see, I've never been in these parts. And I'm gonna come here a number of other times just to see, because there's a trail. Didn't see that trail, see? Because I've never been down here and noticed any of this. I'm gonna go over to the trail. And ride. Well, there's some people on the trail, so we'll see what's here. Oh wow. Logistics Park, so they're probably... Hi, how y'all doing? So they're probably building some more high-tech industry buildings. Wow, now this is completely new to me, so I think I know where this is gonna take me, which is good because I'm circling right back around. If my assumption is correct. Right now the weather's perfect. I think, 65, 70, 72, maybe on up to 75 is the perfect weather, perfect temperatures to do anything without, getting too hot and feeling miserable. Now to bring Lori back here. Okay, so now we're back on the main street. So as I said, I don't know where this is going. Maryland Department of Transportation headquarters. Didn't know that. But this is where I get all those nasty letters from. This is pretty narrow. I wouldn't be able to go up here if people were walking. But now my concern is that this is taking me to an area that's pretty far from home that I really don't want to go to. I think I know where I am, and I really don't want to be here because it's taking me further and further. As I said, I got a gig this afternoon, and I've got to be back at home in less than 30 minutes so I can prepare. Got to go down to the Washington, D.C. area. But this is worth someone's on this. This is worth coming back to and exploring. Catalan. What kind of name is that? Catalan. Ridge Road. Now, I think I know what this is, but I've got to. Okay, I'm going to stop for a bit to find out where the heck I am. Seems to be pretty remote here. That big building, and I know it's not full. Look at, there's not that many cars there. Okay, so let's see. The sun's very bright. It's hard to look. West Nursery Road. I'm pretty far from home. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really need to be here. Oh, I see. Yeah, if I had more time, I would go on around there. So I'm just going to do a U-ey and go right back from whence I came. And speed up so that I can get home in time. I don't want this to turn into something other than what I intended. How you doing? He looks like he's winded. Oh wow. There's a little portico no, not really. I thought it was connecting the buildings there. All right. Let's make it back. Okay. Just gonna hang on the shoulder here because it's a pretty narrow path. I hope the camera's still working. I haven't used it that much to know how far I can go, how much the batteries will go. I bought it for gigs. To record my gigs, but I guess I'm somewhat satisfied with it. I'm going to put more of my gigs on the channel, so if you all are interested in seeing them, you can check those out. I have a couple of singles on Reverb Nation. If you just go to reverbnation.com, Bruce Thomas, you can hear some singles that I've composed and recorded. I have my real goal is to come out with the CD or EP. Take care. As I said, I want to come up with a CD or EP, but you know, making records is hard. I had no idea it was as hard as it was. I had a video company that I used to do like training videos, and I even made the short film that I submitted to film festivals. The one short film that I made called Lorenzo Long won second place in the Bangladesh Short Film Festival a couple years ago. So, you know, and I loved that. But now I don't remember this. So yeah, that whole process was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. But you know, when I was doing that, I took making records for granted. I had no idea that it was as meticulous and as detailed as it is. To have something competitive with the music that's already out there. And it's quite a steep learning curve. You know, you see these YouTube things that they say, oh, I wrote a song in 30 seconds. And it ain't so, folks. If they wrote, mixed, and mastered a song in 1 hour or 2 hours, believe me, it's going to sound like it. And it's not going to be competitive with what's out there. Now, that's my turn over there. That's where I need to go. Shoot. Now, if you're in a style of music that's kind of, I don't want to put any sort of music down, but there is bad music out there. The music is so bad it doesn't matter. The music and genre is so bad from the outset, it doesn't matter what the how you mix and master the music, because the music is bad altogether. So you may be able to get away with it in that realm of music, but you want something competitive, you're gonna have to. Hi, how are you? Thank you. You're going to have to put the time, the talent, and the expense into having something that's competitive with the music that's already out there. Well, I kind of liked that little, what I just discovered, it's kind of running parallel to my left, and I've never been able to get to it from this path. So I thought when I started riding this path maybe 20 years ago, that the road coming up would take you to where I just was, but they closed this road. It's blocked off because it crosses the train track, and there was no access to the road. See, I think you could see where over there they blocked it off, and it continues on the other side of the tracks. So I don't know for what reason they blocked it off, but the MDOT knows. Hi, how are you? My front tire is making a noise that I'm not too familiar with. Okay, I'm running behind time. I may have to boost this level up to P3 so I can try to get home in time. I don't want to be late for my show. So with this bicycle, you can go full throttle or you can use pedal assist. I prefer to use pedal assist because I like to try to get some sort of workout and get the circulation going. See, I thought the building ahead was the MDOT building. That's the Maryland Aviation Administration. And I thought this road was going to take me to where we were, but I didn't see it on the map. So there's a lot to explore around here, and we're going to have fun doing it. Don't know why the cones are there. Okay, so I was talking about the pedal assist. Pedal assist 1 will take you, I guess, like 10 to 12 miles an hour. I usually do pedal assist 2 because that takes you around between 16 and 18 miles per hour. And it optimizes the longevity of the battery. I'm in pedal assist 3 now, and with 3 you do about 20 or 21 miles per hour, but you start to eat up your battery. You're not going to get the mileage that you would otherwise get in pedal assist 2. Hi, how are you? I still don't know. I'm still testing the range of this bike on one charge. I'd like to try to do it on one ride because I don't know if it's fair. I don't think you would get, for me anyway, I want to have the proper assumption of how far I can go on one charge, because as I said, in the upcoming months I'm going to go on a 55-mile tour, and I want to make sure that I'm going to make it without the charge running out. Or if it won't go the whole 55 miles, then I can go the proper route and have the proper tools so that I can charge up the bike along the way. So pedal assist 3, right now we're doing like 20, 21. Pedal assist 4 will take you up into the ranges of like 28 miles per hour. And then you go to pedal assist 5. And on pedal assist 5, I've gone as fast as 35 to 38 miles per hour on this bike. So, which is cool to be able to go that fast on a bike and keep up with cars. But the element of danger becomes drastically higher if you fall off your bike. Now you're talking about not motorcycle speeds, but and also it eats up the battery very quickly. But it is fun. Hi, how are you? See what these cars are going to do. Let them go. I never compete with cars. And I always give them the right of way. They're much bigger and heavier than me, so. So pretty soon I'm going to be signing off. If you made it this far, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you've liked it, press the like, and I will be adding videos in the future. And if you want to see them, press subscribe. Yeah, this bike starts to move at pedal assist 3 because I'm doing between 22 and 24 miles an hour. Let's see what mileage I will do going up this hill. So I don't know what degree of incline this is, but it's staying. The lowest that it dropped was to 16 miles an hour. Trying to make it home, trying to get on home. Back up to 22 miles an hour on level ground. All right. I don't like to go fast past people walking. I think it's rude. Hi, how are you? More horses. Thank you. Hi. Whoops. Guy got his sounds with him. Accidentally beat my horn. Wow, there's a lot of horses. I usually come here in the evening, and I guess most of the horses are inside at that time, but they have a lot of horses. Hi, how are you? All right, so at this point I'm about 2 miles from home. A little over 2 miles. Hi. Oh, there used to that pool of water over there used to be full of geese and ducks at one time. And they're not there. I wonder why that is. They used to stay and live there for years. When my daughter was 5, 6, 7 years old, I used to take her there to look at the ducks and all the geese. Things are always changing, even with animals. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. I wanted to be home by 1 o'clock. I'm going to be about 15 minutes late. But hopefully that'll be enough time. Yeah, I should be okay. Well, folks, it's been nice. I'm going to turn this off pretty soon, as you've seen all this before. And I'll see you in the future. Bruce, signing off. I feel like maybe I should have some sort of call or something, like hoop hoop or something like that. I'll think of it. Or maybe not. All right, take care. Bye-bye.